we back live in the den, man. So what we have here, my research man Sledge, as a juvenile.
Yeah, this is as a juvenile.
This is the shit that Malik Farrakhan was dealing with after getting kicked out of Francis.
But it was Leroy Green.
Yeah, Leroy Green at the time.
So,
right.
You know, so y'all understand that, you know, you met Malik Farrakhan.
Yeah.
Love him. Because Leroy Green was nothing nice back then, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not saying that braggingly,
but he used to always tell me that when I met him. He said that the other guy was an atrocious, notorious motherfucker.
And this is as a juvenile now.
Read that together.
Leroy Green has an assaultive record as a juvenile. What did I say that word was?
Make no mistake, we not glorifying this. It's just, these are just facts.
Yeah.
And it let you know
Yeah.
how much he has been rehabilitated and has given back to this community after all these years.
Leroy Green has an assaultive record as a juvenile, necessitating his eventual commitment to the National Training School of Boys. As a result of his behavior, he was subsequently transferred to Petersburg, El Reno, and finally to Marion, the maximum security penitentiary for the U.S. Marion. Marion, buddy. Yeah, the maximum security penitentiary for the U.S. Bureau of Prisons. After the defendant's release from Marion in November 1967, he continued his assaultive behavior, and he served 1 year on probation from 6/21/68 to 3/1/69. Therefore, he was arrested on 4 other occasions than the instant offense, but there were no convictions. 4 other times.
You go to Marion, you a bad, not bad. I don't want to keep saying that.
You do what you do.
You go to Marion, you's a problem when you go to Marion.
But
a problem, but
once again, right, what it didn't say about receiving home. It didn't say about law of murder. See, that was training school.
Okay.
Right? And up until the age of 13, I took a mini ass for it. You feel me? After 13, I never lost, right? And fought some of the baddest across the country, right? And I'm not saying this braggingly, it's the actual truth. I come up with some cold men from different parts of this city, man.
Right.
A lot of them were boxers, Rock Green and Too Good, and, you know, Harold Miner, we just talked to just now, he just called me, who was running this city that's punking, and Hawk and Swan and Matterat, and you know, those type of brothers, man, that they took a liking to me, man, right? And you know, my father was a cold gangster, but he also was a revolutionary, right? He was Marcus Garvey, Ike, right? But you know, he was a bank robber. And he lived on Morton Street at the time, and everybody would say, man, your daddy was something, Jack. We always knew when he robbed the bank, because he would outfit everybody on Morton Street, right? So I had a lot of my father in there, and consequently, this was part of my journey, man.
Yeah.
Right.
So eventually you landed at Lorton, one of the facilities out in Lorton?
I wound up in Big Lorton, man.
Okay.
Big Lord, let him know.
Yeah, man.
Let him know.
Listen, man, listen. You coming from the feds, and you been in either 2-man cell, 12-man cell, 24-man cell, or whatever. Lorton was wide open, man. They was killing in Lorton.
You had 24 men cells?
Yeah. Certain places they did, right? And you got the Lorton, man, that I had never been in a joint. When I first got the law, and I was paranoid for 6 months. When the bus drove up, a brother named Calvin Smith, man, cold gangster, he got on the bus. You were green on here? And I said, yeah.
So, I mean, they knew you was coming.
Right? No, they always know you coming.
Yeah.
See, there's no joint you go to that they
Right.
don't know you coming.
Okay.
Right? That grapevine is something.
Grapevine, right.
So I said, yeah, right? I recognized the voice.
Oh, okay.
He got on the bus and gave me a sword this long.
Good God.
Off the break.
Off the break. I said, man, what do I want to do with this shit? Give me a bone crusher, right? So I can work with, right? He said, man, you need this. Right? And he was right. Right? Even though I didn't have to use it down there. Right? I was one of the few that walked around that penitentiary as rough as it was by myself. Right? See, I was a Muslim. Had my ex.
So at this time,
before I was
you
the law.
joined the Muslim.
No. I got my ex in the street.
Okay.
Right? In between that time when I came on in 67, I got married to a Muslim sister
Okay.
in 68.
Gotcha.
Right? I don't go back to the pen until 72.
Okay.
Right.
This is when my brother makes that move.
Right. I got you.
You did? And you know, I didn't want to go into the go back into the Mars and the penitentiary. So I'm trying to escape.
Yeah.
And you eventually.
No, I did. Right? You feel me? And you know, this was my old thing. So I sold drugs, I sold weed, and everything else to get me a bankroll. But at the same time, I'm trying to go up under the tunnel. A certain one of us would dig holes, pull up the manhole, go up under it, right? Trying to get out of there. The lights would go out right there. But storm, man, we be trying to hit the fence. And the police knew, Reed, we don't want to kill you. Get off that fence, right? Shit like that. Right? Yeah, man. So, you know, matter of fact, before I got there, brother sent me a kike up to jail. Said, man, we getting ready to go, man. Get down here. Right? Couldn't get there fast enough. The day before I got there, they cut a hole went through the fence and was gone. You feel me? So it was always, see, this beef was not my beef.
Right.
Right? I had beat the 4 beefs that they had talked about. That was mine.
Right.
So they wanted me, man, and plus what my brothers and them did. Bang! Right? They was on my ass, man.
Right.
And, you know, so it happened, man. And we had a terrible ride down there. You did?
I think I heard about that.
In 74.
Yeah.
Right? It started out with the nation and Sunni Muslims, right? And then some brothers that wasn't in the mosque tried to go up in the Muslims, tried to rape them, right? And it went from there, man. And we wound up tearing that joint up. 19 of us. And my job was, I was the first officer, right? My job was teaching, also training the private soldiers. You feel me? And I did my job, we did our job. And they tried to barricade, man. They would stop us from coming in them downs. And remember, while I was out there hustling, right? I'm taking notes of everybody that said something negative about Muslims, and especially the Nation of Islam, right? So I had a list compiled, you feel me? And man, we went to the dumps, they tried to electrocute one of the brothers, right? Brother Harrison, and he was, we used to call him Hippie, but he was in Vietnam, right? And he walked in the, was it 23 down. Stop! And he did like that, right? He said, don't nobody move. They took a wire and wired it up to his locker. And they was going to take and put the socket in the wall and electrocute it. But what alerted them that they took his national, there was a flag, and they had tilted it. And the brother was shot, man, come from Vietnam. Right? Cold warrior, man, right? You stop. Man, they tried to go over the fence and escape. They barricaded, they did everything. But then they put us behind the wall for 47 days, man.
Wow.
We went behind the wall. We ate nothing, right? We worked out martial arts.
They
We
feed you?
prayed. No, they had food for us. We didn't need it.
Oh.
They brought the police from all the way to Delaware to see who the fuck we were. Man, how are these men that control?
Causing that ruckus.
You feel it? You know. Now some of the brothers had the little canteen, right? And they would nibble off the little canteen.
Right.
But some of us didn't have no canteen. You feel me? And man, it made a major dent, man. Right? So after we came out the wall, first they say, if we came back to the complex, they was gonna kill us.
This
Right?
is.
Yeah, this convicts,
Oh wow.
right? Y'all can't come, we gonna kill y'all, whoa, whoa, whoa. So,
So your escape.
man, we if you don't mind, right?
Go ahead.
And the warden came back there. We used to call him Dapper Dan. Dan Strickland, right? Good man. And he come back behind the wall and he said, man, they saying if y'all come back to the yard, they gonna kill you. So I give him a list.
Yeah, Melissa.
That's what we call these people back here. Right? One of them was my brother, right? And he was the head of the Moore scientist at the time. And he said, he come back there, well, tell them that you want the moles to protect y'all. I said, man, fuck you. Right? We don't need no motherfucking protection, man.
Yeah.
Right? And you politicking, man. Don't do that with me, man. Don't do that, right? So anyway, Mr. DeLoach, always remember this name, man. This, and we call him also Dad. We called him Horse. His shoulders was this big. Boy, he talked like that. He was the one that set the principles of how D.C. men carried it in that federal penitentiary. Him, my father and them, they was in Alcatraz together, and they didn't go for nothing, man. Nothing from machine gun killing. No. All them Guinness back then. Mr. DeLoach laid the law down. And one of the laws was, we don't beef with one another.
The DC folks.
DC. We had too many enemies.
Okay.
You feel me?
Right.
You could have killed my mother, man. Right? When you come to that fed, that's dead.
Brother.
You had to watch one another's back.
Yeah.
You couldn't go, you couldn't do it, man.
Strong.
It's not that they doing that today when the closed law.
Yeah.
Right? These young brothers went out there, all that, they violated that whole shot. You feel me? You know, they started hitting one another. The same way they was doing the law. Right? So, you know, I played them. And they had programs going into the street, you know, and they took over the guard tower, December the 24th, right?
On Christmas Eve.
They took that, and you know, some of the brothers is home now. They did 44 years, and you know, like that good man. One of them was a very good partner of mine, and he was the only one that got shot from the guard tower. They took the car, and he got shot in the back of his head. His name was Bayron, Darryl Tears. And his mother started a program and got me to come out, right? Because I couldn't get in nobody's program, I wouldn't do it, and then escape. I'd have fucked up somebody's program.
Right.
I wasn't going to do that.
Right.
So I had to find my way of how I was going to get up the monies that I had hustled up. I went all across country with it. Wound up in New York City. You know, I'm telling you now, I played them people to move me from out of law.
Okay.
To send me to Aqua.
Okay.
You feel me? All the time I was digging up on the tunnels and shit.
Okay.
Right? Couldn't get
It's
out of
already
there.
emotion.
So watch this. I wouldn't work, right? But I got in two, what do you call them? Vocational jobs, right? One of them was dental technologist, right? And I wanted to get in there because I wanted to learn how to make dentist. Plus, they gave me access to the administration building, right? And then the other one was in the photo lab, right?
That's ID.
You found all
that shit was
So,
dental.
Look,
You know, you had a plane.
I got
You
up
was
there.
working on the plane.
I got up in there, man. I cut up everybody that I know trying to escape me. Every 6 months, right? That you had to retake a picture. Because your hair changed and all that.
Yeah.
And I was in there, my foot cutting up everybody's shit. You understand? So when they left, right? If they left, they ain't got no current picture of them. Only thing they got is the picture that they had when they first got locked up.
Right.
You feel me? So, you know, I played them to put me in there, right? You know, but let me tell you this.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
We got to come back for another segment. Be right back live with my friend AL-MALIK Farrakhan, CEO, founder. Ceasefire, don't smoke the brothers and sisters. Rest in peace. Jim Brown.
Yes,
And Mr. Harry Belafonte.
Oh yeah.
Those were my two mentors, man. Right? And they died not too far apart. Right?
That nigga just killed my chill over there.
You know?
That nigga just killed my chill. God damn, just killed my chill.
What do you usually do when you